Holly. Holly, Holly, Holly. Holly, Holly, Holly.
2 1 2 1 2 2 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 2 1 2 1 2 Back when I had a little, I thought that I needed a lot.
Welcome to another episode of Bee's Knees. I am Dr. Maria B., your holistic physician, here to help you take back your life. Today we're talking about how to avoid holiday weight gain, and our cue comes from Holly Johnson out of New York. And she reads, Dr. B, throughout the year my weight goes up and down, but for some reason when Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays roll around, I seem to lose more control, and whatever weight I lost, I gain it back and sometimes more. I struggle with being around so much food during Thanksgiving and Christmas parties my company and my husband's company have. I become more stressed from the pressure of friends, family, and coworkers who seem to think we all deserve to let our hair down. So I give in just to keep them quiet and finally leave me alone. I am not comfortable with my weight. Each year I am buying a bigger dress size and I am beginning to think I will never get my small figure back. If you have any suggestions, I would love to hear from you on how I get around weight gain this holiday. Holly, thank you for connecting with me on Facebook and sharing with me some of your concerns. The way we look and feel has everything to do with our weight. When you're not comfortable with your body, it creates all kinds of issues. It lowers your confidence, it creates problems in your sex life, and it raises insecurities with your job, your coworkers, as well as among your family and your friends. So I'm sorry to hear that this is something that you're going through, but I have a few strategies that I know work well for me and I believe would be useful for you. First, you want to eat before you go to a party. Most parties during the holidays are not going to have vegetables and salads and fruits and the type of foods that you typically should be eating. So I recommend before you go out to a party that you have a salad, get some fruit, get some vegetables in, so that way it kind of shaves off some of the guilt that you have, and it's better for your body to absorb it along with whatever it is that you're eating. Second, eat a little bit of a lot. So you know how they have the testers when you walk around in some stores and they let you try little samplers? Use that same process when you go to a party. Take your plate, the smallest plate that they have, and get just little sample tastes of different things that you might want to try, as opposed to overdoing it and then you have problems with your portion control. Increase the number of days that you exercise. During this time of the year, we sit around more, we consume more calories, and so to offset that, instead of exercising maybe 2 to 3 days out of the week, you probably want to try to fit in 4 to 5, so that way you're burning some of the additional calories that you're consuming. Number 4, drink more water. The more water you continue to consume, the better it's going to be for your elimination process. If you're eating more, you should be eliminating more. You should not only be eliminating on the way that you normally would when you're not consuming as much. So the more water you drink, the higher of a propensity your body has to flush out fat cells that normally are going to stay in and cause you to have weight gain. Number 5, when pressured by others, don't talk about not eating because it has something to do with you trying to maintain or lose weight. The more you talk about doing that, the more it makes other people feel uncomfortable, and they really don't want to feel uncomfortable during the time that they're eating something that they probably realize that they shouldn't be eating. Typically, misery kind of loves company, so if they're eating a piece of cake that they know they shouldn't have, they either don't want to hear that you have the discipline, or you're going to join them. So don't talk about you trying to watch your weight, with other people, because you're going to find yourself gaining more pressure from those individuals. And also, as an alternative, instead of saying something about watching your weight, just suggest that you're staying away from foods that create an allergic reaction. An allergy is not just having a runny nose or watery eyes. An allergy is actually when your body is doing the opposite of what it should be doing. Weight gain to foods and additives and preservatives is an allergy. So just say, I'm staying away from foods that create an allergic reaction. Even gaining weight is an allergic reaction. And number 6, you can incorporate a weekly detox, during the time that you're actually having more parties. You want to incorporate a detox that is not invasive and going to thwart your elimination process. So 2 of my favorites that's very easy and very, very inexpensive is juicing. Once a week, whatever day of the week or 2 days out of the week, you can juice celery, kale, ginger, add a little cayenne pepper in there, and some people will put garlic because it's good for the circulation. Juice, but what you do is you don't just juice and eat bad. On those 2 days that you decide you want to juice, take out refined sugars, dairy, take out starches, and also take out some of the higher meats that are more toxic to the body, such as chicken and beef and pork. You want to take those out of there. And then the other detox that you can do is a organic coffee or green tea detox. We'll talk about that in more detail in another episode because there's more information involving that. However, you can Google an organic coffee or green tea detox and make sure you find the one that talks about trying to hold it for 15 minutes. With the coffee, you're using about 3 tablespoons. So you can get the instructions on how to do it, but in another show, we'll go into detail about detoxing and some of the do's and don'ts that you want to make sure you're aware of. Now, one of the things that I want to suggest to you, Holly, that is important about gaining weight, especially when it happens during this time of the year, is that you want to address the emotional challenges that you are having during this time of the year. We as women, we have a tendency, we eat emotionally. So if there's something a little deeper that's going on, within your life, you want to make sure that you address the source. And be consistent. Decide on a plan and stick with it. If you do, you're going to be much, much happier with the results that you receive when you decide on a plan and you stick with it, even through the holiday season. Holly, I will share with you the same secret that I share with my daughter, and that is visualize the way that you see yourself looking. When you can visualize the way that you see yourself, you've already justified the work and the sacrifice required in order to make it happen. Which leads me into my bee sting for today. When it comes to exercise and eating healthy, the reward must be greater than the work. You heard it right here on Bee's Knees. And if you like this video, make sure that you share with others. Good luck, Holly, over the holiday, over this Thanksgiving holiday. Sending you love and light. Make sure that you connect with me on Facebook and like my page at Maria B. Take Back Your Life, and ask me whatever questions you may have, and share with me whatever secrets I may not have mentioned about how you plan to avoid holiday weight gain. Meet me back here next Monday for your Bee Sting. I am Dr. Maria B., here to help you take back your life.